Good evening. Here are the stories making headlines. Around the world, 100 years ago this week.
August 10th through the 16th, 1926. A hurricane in the Atlantic. Political unrest in Berlin. A massive industrial explosion. And a silent polar mystery. First, the Atlantic. The aftermath of a devastating hurricane was still making headlines around Nova Scotia. Fishing communities had been battered, and numerous vessels were feared lost at sea. In local telegraph offices, urgent Morse code updates arrived with reports of missing crews and casualties. The storm had passed, but for grieving families along the coast, the difficult news was only beginning.
August 11th. Es lebe die Republik!
Es lebe die Zentrale!
Hoch die Verfassung!
Large crowds gathered in the city center during Republic Day, carrying historic flags and banners.
By nightfall, deep political divisions and rising tensions filled the streets, beneath the flickering gas lamps.
Contemporary reports indicated that roughly 50 people were injured during the violent street encounters. August 12th. Csepel Island, near Budapest. The vast Manfred Weiss munitions factory operated at full capacity.
A sudden, massive explosion tore through the complex, sending a colossal column of black smoke into the sky.
Official investigators and personnel arrived to survey the smoking ruins and investigate the cause of the disaster.
24 workers were lost, and over 200 others were deeply affected by the tragic event.
August 13th, in mandatory Palestine, a very different kind of headline was emerging. On the quiet, historic streets of Jerusalem, Jewish and Arab residents went about their daily lives. Intellectuals from both communities to establish Brith Shalom, the peace covenant.
The organization advocated for cultural autonomy and political equality, seeking a path of peaceful coexistence.
August 14th. Far to the north, the remote polar expanses remained locked in perpetual ice. At a lonely Arctic outpost, a Soviet Union flag fluttered against the harsh, freezing wind. Explorers and scientists braved extreme conditions to chart the uncharted territory for their governments. In this frozen wasteland, the frantic headlines of Europe gave way to an absolute, serene silence.
August 15th. In Mexico, rising tensions escalated between the authorities and local groups.
A priest and several Catholic activists were detained by local authorities.
I think they are still following us! Just do not look back and keep running!
Under the dark veil of night, local residents fled in great haste down the foggy, cobblestone streets. A somber mood settled over the town, as reports confirmed the tragic fate of those taken.
Beside a Catholic rosary, the morning newspapers printed the latest grim updates of the conflict.
August 16th, London. Outside the Lambeth Coroner's Court, a curious crowd gathered early in the morning.
An enigmatic wooden packing case sat in a secure room, claimed to contain the remains of Lord Kitchener.
Under strict secrecy, British detectives, coroners, and officials assembled to examine the mysterious crate.
As the lid was pried open, investigators stared down in utter disbelief. I can't believe chest was completely empty.
The bizarre hoax immediately dominated the evening news, filling broadsheets across the capital.
As the desk lamp was extinguished, one of London's strangest mysteries faded slowly into the shadows of history.
A hurricane, political unrest. An industrial blast, a quiet polar expedition. Religious war, and an empty coffin. 7 days.
The headlines of August 1926 have long since faded, but their stories remain.